Bro, y'all ready to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
All right. So let's just get right to it. So, all right, I'm always trolling everyone about being toxic, right? And when I didn't got some of the boys, some of the dogs on the list as far as toxic. But bro, I gotta add you on there, dog. I gotta add you on there, bro. You probably like 5, 6 right now on the list for top 10 as far as toxic. You want to talk about it, or that's something you want to skip?
No, we can talk about it for sure because I want to know how I fall 5 or 6. That's a little high up there.
Like for me as your brother, like why are you toxic? I think you know why you toxic. But let's talk about what you want to talk about. You think I would find toxic?
Yeah. Well, also I don't think I'm toxic. I just like to give the energy that's given to me. So if I give you back some energy, it was given to me first for sure. Like it's not just something that just came out the blue or I just started acting some certain sort of way. Now you for sure did something that like changed the way I was moving. So toxic is kind of crazy, but it's understandable.
So you basically saying like you match energy.
Yeah. So if I feel like if you come at me crazy about something, cool, equal energy. When I feel like I can come at you about something crazy, even if I don't need to, I will. It's just like kind of, like I said, just match your energy. Like I guess to show you that I can care the same level you can.
That's a little. That's a little. It's a little something right there.
I mean, it's like this, bro.
Like, give me a scenario, right? Because I'm not the smartest guy out here.
All right.
So you got to break down the math for me.
Let's say, for instance, I'm sleeping with somebody, right? And we know we just sleep together. We hang out every now and again, whatever it is, but we just sleeping together. Neither of us want a relationship. Both of us know we don't want a relationship. But if she comes at me sideways about something on my phone, then okay, cool. Equal energy. If I see something you know what I'm saying, if I look over your shoulder and see you doing something in your phone, I'll give it back to you. Even though realistically I don't really care. Like it's not really that big of a deal to me. Because I know what I was getting myself into. So it's not like I'm being toxic towards that person. I don't think, at least. I just feel like, cool, I'm just matching your energy. Like you can't get mad at me about something that I'm doing if you're doing the same thing. So let me just give it back to you.
So you won't turn the other cheek?
No, I can't.
That's interesting. But
How
it's
is it?
like,
what if turning the other cheek corrects the situation?
Nah, I'd rather just give you your energy back because I don't want you like. Not only do I want you to feel like you wasted your energy, or like I just want you to feel like the energy you gave me was reciprocated because that's what I would want. Me personally, like if I give you any energy, no matter what it is, I would hope you would reciprocate. Whether it's love, anger, whatever it is, give it right back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I expect. So for me,
like if I give you attention, you give me attention.
Right.
I give you reassurance, you give me reassurance.
Right. Or if you in here, well, I can't say if you in here yelling because if you yelling at me, I'm probably just gonna talk to you calm just to make you more angry. But yeah, like it's little things like that. Just because, in a way, it allows me to be myself without being like seeming weird. I guess. Like, okay, cool. She spazzed out about me talking to another girl. Now I can spazz out about her talking to another dude, even though I already knew it was happening. Now I have the opportunity because she already gave me the, you know what I'm saying? She already opened the door. So it's not like I'm complaining because I wanted to or because I need to. No, probably not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But here's your energy right back at you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You just got to, that's the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Roll with the punches.
So if we out here matching energies, it's like what direction y'all going?
I mean, to be real with you, bro, I don't know. I can't.
That should just sound like ongoing cycles.
And it really is.
Well, not cycles. I mean, like circles. We're just going in circles, right?
And that's how it ends up. What it pretty much ends up being is us running in a circle. You never really establish where you're going or what's going on. You kind of just doing the same old thing, and that kind of falls back into the same process with work. You know what I'm saying? It's work, sleep, same females, work, sleep, same females. It falls into the simulation again, but You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, you run circles a little bit, and some days you want more than just to be running in circles. But like I said, for the most part, me personally, I'm just a energy matching type of person.
Yeah, you're toxic.
Yeah,
That's toxic. Is that not toxic?
It's like, so you can approach with a good thing first, like.
Yeah, who's supposed to be like humble? Who's supposed to be the better person, so to speak?
Because if you're waiting for her to be humble, but she or he is waiting for you to be humble, it's just
she or he is crazy.
I'm talking about like not in
general,
in general, like friends or whatever. Yeah. If you're matching energies,
that's a fact. But like,
recording?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I bet. My bad. Yeah, it's like bro said. It's like where we at, Zay?
What does it take for you to do the first move to just open up and?
Yeah, nice. That sounds like
and that's the crazy part, bro. That's not me. Like I will gladly. I want to know who I'm getting into a situation with. So I've always sat back and like been cool with playing this friend role because I can get myself out of that role pretty easily and find out, okay, if we're not on the same page, then cool, let it go. You know what I'm saying? I'll let it fly. But
so you go like the friend route.
I can. That's my preference because as her friend, I get to see more of who she is first. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna understand you more than if we just jumped into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that's. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. As your friend, like you kind of confide in me more. You tell me a little bit more. You're a little bit more comfortable. So if I come to your crib or if we go out, you're a little bit more yourself. And the reason I like that is because then I can really determine if I like you or if I don't like you.
I see. Yeah.
Because if I already show interest in you, then you're going to become the person you want me to be interested in. And I don't want that. I want to know who I'm going to be with in 6 months. I don't want to look up and there's somebody completely fucking different.
Facts.
I got a scenario for you. How about this? So you're saying you're going to pick up your girlfriend on a date, but she had a shit day. Her mood's down. But y'all planned this date. It's the only time y'all got off to make this happen. But her mood is low. Her energy's low. Are you just going to match her energy, or are you going to try to?
No, see, that's different though, because now once we're together, I know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's different. I've studied you. We've been friends and I know how you are. And now I know, okay, when she's down, I need to pick her up. Or when I'm down, does she pick me up? You know what I'm saying? That's part of going the friend route because you'll discover that in females. How well does she build me up even as a friend? Okay, cool. If she built me up this well as a friend, what would it be like if we was genuinely like locked in? What if we was genuinely, you know what I'm saying, in love type of deal?
Like,
so
I could see that perspective, but it's like, but that's different though, right? Because like as friends, it's like, yeah, you're gonna be there as a friend, but the energy of like love behind that is different. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'm just like on some poetic justice shit, right? To where shit got to have some kind of passion behind it,
right?
Like, mind you, I'm old school. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Boy, just turned 35 last week.
Happy belated.
Appreciate it. And so, but low-key, I still feel like I'm in my prime though, you know. There's some little aches and pain there. But anyways, besides, the main point is like, bro, but it's like that friend energy is different from like that love energy, if that makes sense, right? And I know the rest of the crew, when they see this, they're gonna troll, be like, here we go with the lover boy shit. But bro, it's not. You know what I mean? My whole thing is like, that love energy is something serious.
That's a fact.
Because think about it. If you don't got love, then what's the purpose? I ain't just out here doing shit to do shit for the sake of what? You know what I mean? It's like, and it doesn't have to be just like dating. Like, damn, if I pour into you, like family wise, this and this, it's like I'm expecting that energy of like, all right, hey, you know I got you. But when I need you, I hope I got you. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like the friend route, that shit, bro, that's tough because like from personal experience, right? This chick from like back in the day is like, oh, yeah, let's just be friends. We really vibe this and this. And one night she telling me her secrets, everything that happened to her. And mind you, I didn't open up like that, right? Because like, man, we kind of just like, you know, that's something we got to deal with type shit, you know? So, but anyway, so yeah, you starting off friends, but then it's like, okay, we friends. And I told her straight up, it's like, because my intent was like, look, I really want to date you. Like, I'm really feeling you. You know what I mean? I had to be straight up. And then she hit me with this, like, I really want to be friends. It's like, all right, if you ain't feeling the boy, just say that. And she was like, nah, it's not even like that. Like, you different. And I was like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? Here we go. But then, like I said, so we did it her way, right? But then it's like, I told her, I shot called it, dog. I was like, look, all right, we gonna be friends. Don't feel some type of way like when we go out and I'm doing my thing or whatever. You know what I mean? But y'all know me as a shy guy, right? I'm shy, quiet. Until I really know you, then it's like, okay, you know, I'll talk that shit. But bro, we would go out there like with her friends, my friends, right? And then you always get that feeling like, bro, somebody is gawking me in this club. You know what I mean? So you over here just, hey, like turning it up, like, hey, what's happening, shorty, this and this. On other chicks, and then like you look, she just over there standing with her friends, like me mugging, you know what I mean? And it's just like, to me, that was already like killing the vibe. Like, you know, when someone feel you and they that low key jealousy like coming out, you know what I mean?
Energy.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I go over there to check on her, and she just like getting the attitude, like, quit. You know me? I just like, bro, when females get mad at me, I don't know why I tend to like laugh and be like more playful. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It's not like a COVID. It's just how I react because it's funny. It's like,
Right.
hey, this is what you wanted. You know what I mean? It's like I came with the intent, like, hey, like I really want to be exclusive with you, take you out, do the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? See, like how far we gonna go? You know what I mean? Hoping it's gonna last. She knew all that. You know what I mean? Nah, I just really want to like be friends. This and this with you. And then now look. And then we can't even go to the same barbecues. We can't even hang out. You know what I mean? Because you feeling some type of way. And mind you, right? I didn't feel some type of way when I know she was playing the, all right, you know what? I'm gonna make him jealous. Like other dudes, she talking about, it's like, yeah, I got this date with such and such. All right. Like at first, naturally, there's a little bit of me. I'm gonna be honest, there's a little bit of me like, all right, check it. Wow, you really trying to get at me. You know what I mean? I think that's what really got me is like, you just trying to get under my skin. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just like, come on, bro. That shit just got too, it to me, it drove us apart. You know what I mean? Because it's like, now it's like, we can't even be cool as friends because you feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? Because like I said, then it comes then the storm hits, right? F5 tornado rolls through. You know what I mean? She just drunk, getting all emotional, talking about, like, you're just playing with, how am I playing with your emotions, right? You said you ain't want to date. We cool, so be cool. You know what I mean? And she didn't want to hear that shit, right? And then her friends want to hit me with the, bro. Her friends want to hit me with the, you're so insensitive, this and this. How am I insensitive?
Yeah.
I'm telling her what's going on, what's really going on. You know what I mean? I didn't do what she did, right? What she did was petty, right? On some, hey, I got a date with such and such, posting pictures, Snapchatting this. Like, it was just like, and when that shit, when I was seeing it, was like, okay. Homie. You know what I mean?
All right, big dog.
I didn't do that when I was out and about, just like, you know what I mean? And mind you, right? I wasn't, like, she only seen me with like, you know, a few females here and there, but she was just like, yo, different dudes. You know what I mean? I'm just like, hey, yo. But also in the back of my mind, you know, low key, okay, here's the lover boy shit. You know, that Bryson Tiller exchange. Lord, please save her for me. I had to change my prayer ways. That's what I started to feel. I was like, man, I hope she ain't giving them no play. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, in my head, I was like, please don't be giving all these dudes no play, and then try to come to me and settle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially when it was just like, hey, it should have been us. You know what I mean? But you know, long story short, like we was cool, but my whole point is like that friendship shit first, it could be tough. Like if you gotta let the intent, like no, like it's like this. I'm not gonna come at you flirty to be friends. Who flirts with their friends?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so that right there will tell you like my intent. Like, hey, I'm trying to get at you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that made it tough because like the competition comes in, the jealousy, and you know, females are like, you know, they greater greatly more emotional than we are. You know what I mean? So
Now let me tell you where, and we, you know what I'm saying, we brothers, so I could tell you where you went wrong here. You can't sit in that friend zone
Too long.
No. You can't sit in there already expecting that you want to come out of it.
Already being in there.
Right. Because you were already in the friend zone and you were already expecting that you already knew didn't want to be there. See, I'm stepping into a friend zone where it's like, I know that I want to be here. Like, this isn't something that, like, I have no ulterior motive. I don't plan on being with you from, where we're at right now. This is just me getting to know you.
But I wasn't over here screaming to get out of the friend zone is what I'm saying.
Right.
So she's the one that, bro, I always leave the ball on their court, right? She leave it at friends. It's like, okay, let's be friends then, right? I didn't change how I was, like, oh, let me be in my best behavior in case she changes her mind. Nah, I was like,
who brought it up to who that you didn't want to be friends no more, though?
Bro, she was like, hey, let's be friends. Like, she's like, I really feel for you.
Oh, okay, so y'all had never even talked to you. You never said like, oh, I don't want to be friends. Like,
we had that conversation. Like I said, I told her, it's like, hey, my intent, like, I really want to date you, this and this. Like,
that's my point. Is that right there for me personally comes with patience. Like, I'm super patient, bro. I can sit and just, like I said, wait and figure out who you are and see if that's something that I can stick with in the long term, because we're not getting no younger. Like, everything we look at needs to be looked at for the long haul.
I mean, how else are you supposed to take that? Like, okay, hey, let me keep you placed right here while I wild out, and then I'm gonna come settle for you. That's just gonna fuck me up mentally.
What's
like,
fucking me up is I feel like
don't settle for
had that conversation too early on. Like, too early on in y'all's friendship, did y'all have
what you mean, bro? It's like this, bro. I walked up on her one time, right? Straight hollered at her, right? So you talking this and this, right? And like, she got a lot going on. Like, this is like early career shit, and my shit, her shit. You know what I mean? So like this and this, like, she telling me everything, like upbringing, like what she going through. This, like, we went out a couple times, right? And she's like, I don't think I could do that, but we could be friends type shit. So it was like, yeah, all that shit was like, all the cards was placed on the table. But like I said, I'm not trying to cop out and say I didn't do nothing wrong, which I feel like I didn't, because I'm telling y'all straight up, I already told her my intentions, like, hey, I want to date you. She said, let's be friends because I got this, and this going on. But it's like, okay, that's fine. But when we hang out, that's when she started being jealous, like feeling some type of way. And they caused that rift. You know,
she couldn't do the friend part.
I thought y'all was already friends, and
she couldn't follow through what the fuck she wanted, what she put out there.
She wanted it, but didn't want it.
Exactly, and I respected that. Like, it's her, like, okay, let's be friends. Like, all right, but then it's like, okay, so if we friends and we out, then what do you expect me? I'm not finna just sit here hold your purse. I ain't that kind of friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I kept it moving with the rest of the guys. We wilding out, and you know what we're doing. We on a mission out here, So, and when, like I said, she feeling some type of way, this and this, and it was like after a couple times, and that's when she like finally like opened the floodgates of emotions and like going crazy, to where it's like, honestly, I was tooth-old, and I'm just like, hey, yo, where is this coming from? You know what I mean? So it was just like it was that part, like, so.
See, that's where it's up to you, bro. Like, she has already said she want to be friends, but you had already told her you wanted to date her. So if you know that you personally can't be friends with a female like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was already interested in you in a different way. So I put you in a different box. Therefore, you might want to be friends, but we can't be friends. And that's for your own benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And she can't really tell you nothing about it because, like I said, it's for your benefit.
Yeah, but like I said, that's the reason why I played it cool, because it's like, I didn't be like, nah, we can't be friends because like I got too many feelings for her. I just left it as like, okay, cool. Like, on I don't know, like, in better terms, like good sportsmanship type shit. Like,
right.
Hey, all right, cool, we good. But like I said, how am I like? How's there any tally points against me when it's like, bro, I played it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hit me up. I told you like, hey, we going over here. You come out with your friends. It's not like we met up at a spot pregame and then went out at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know, hey, we hitting up this spot. We hitting up this spot. Like, when you text me, I'm on it. Boom, we going over here. You know what I mean? Slide through if you want. And then she did, you know what I mean? We over here chilling with like other people and she didn't like that. So that how's that on me? And I didn't purposely did it because mind you, we friends.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like be drunk, press upon you like, hey, you still wanna be friends? Nah. It's like I'm over here. Like, you know what I mean?
Friend.
Yeah.
I ain't begging.
So it's like, come on now. So like I said, she couldn't hold up to what she put out there. And
this is where I match energy. This is where I'm like, okay, cool. So that's the type of friend he is.
Yep.
Yeah, like all that shit, bro. That night when she was like drunk, trying to be argumentative, and then of course her friends want to get in the mix. That's what's like, hey, this what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Second, you let some other
bro,
females
like,
get in your ear, it can make it 10 times worse.
Like, bro,
you got 30 different perspectives, and
like,
they all just anger.
Like that shit right there just had me feeling like, hey, yo, come on now, like, you know what I mean? Why you tripping on me? It was like, you go with these pretty boys he was pulling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, the way I do things is a little different. Like I said, I gotta jump into that friend category first and have like, I can find you attractive. You can be as beautiful as you want. I can find you attractive and just make sure that I'm, you know what I'm saying, not letting that be the main driving force of my interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like I said, it's a tough game to play sometimes, just because, like I say, number one, you got to be patient, bro. You got to be willing to like sit there and roll with the punches and just let people be who they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes it sucks because, like, you know, you're standing there ready to be chosen by this person. I guess
that's it. I don't want to be no pick me type of dude. You know?
Right. Which and it sucks, but the female that come and pick you, Rob, is gonna be the one that's gonna stick with you.
Yeah.
If you had to go out, and don't get me wrong, it's you probably could go out and find one that you picked and she was perfect, and that's cool. But to fully know the person I'm gonna be with in the long haul, I have to go through this friendship with you,
bro. Regardless, I see where you're coming from, right? But either way, whether you're going the friend route or you dating them, bro, you gonna see like who they really are. The mask gonna come off.
Facts, but
you gonna see how they crack under pressure or how they hold up to pressure.
But how much easier is it for me to get rid of a friend than to kick a girl out my house? You know what I'm saying? It would be much easier for me to tell her, like, I can't really be friends with you no more because I've already seen it. Rather than now we're 6 months down the line. Maybe we're even engaged, Rob. Maybe we got a kid already.
Yeah.
And now I have to try and cut you off because I'm seeing another side of you that I didn't know.
See, but that's cause for cutting somebody off. Like, okay, when is it going to see? That's the thing. Like, that gets me is like, okay, when do y'all stick shit out? When do y'all fight for shit? You
Fight
know
for your love.
Exactly. When do you say that again, man? Fight for
your love.
Fight for fucking love. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, is none of that shit fixable? You know what I mean? Like past traumas, triggers, this and this, all that shit is fixable.
Correct.
But the thing is, you got to let the other party know. You got to let them in for them to learn how to cope with that. You know what I mean? Because one, right, if you really feeling somebody, you got love for them, you love them, you in love with them, whatever the case is, like, bro, you gonna ride it out. You know what I mean? And like, be supportive while y'all going through this. That's the only way to, bro, there's no such thing as like, I'm gonna sit in my room all day because I'm healing. That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? You're just gonna keep dwelling in that shit. You're gonna get stuck and time passes by. You know what I mean? So it's one of those, it's like, there's genuine people. Like, if someone you with is genuine, then they trying to like help you sort that shit out and you're not letting them in, come on now. You could expect, in their perspective, another letdown, because who wants to be there and it's like, hey, you're not even trying to pick yourself up.
Right. And my point to all of that is the person who, she might not let you in as her boyfriend, but when you was her friend beforehand, you already knew all this. This isn't new information. This isn't something that like you're dealing with now. This is things that we've already talked about as friends, and maybe y'all even cured already as her friend. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not uncommon. And yeah, sometimes you're the one that's left high and dry, and this person you done completely healed ends up with somebody else. But that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the game. If we can't be genuine people, you know what I'm saying, to just genuine to whoever it is, we playing the wrong game here.
I mean, I get it, but still, either at the end of the day, is like you just got to respect the other person as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those like
Respect their wishes.
yeah, like you know, friends, lovers and friends, whatever cases. That respect got to be there. You're not gonna like violate nobody if you got respect for them. You know what I mean? Respect got to be the first thing and whatnot, and then of course the love and loyalty, the faithfulness. You know what I mean? But respect got to be the first thing, man, in my opinion. So I mean, I get it. So it's like one of those. He gonna go the friend route. I'm coming through Cupid's arrow.
Again, the only reason I feel like this, bro, and this might even change in the future. The only reason I feel like this is because I've been through it. Like I've been friends with somebody for so long.
Oh, we know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we know.
Yeah. So like I done been through it, and in it, like I guess I had to find some kind of silver lining in my own head to figure out like what good at least came of this. And then I realized like, well, I know this girl completely.
Right.
There's nothing nobody can tell me that I don't already know, and she knows I know her like this, and it let me know that like, yeah, this is probably somebody I could be with in the future. And then in that, I was like, all right, cool. This is how I could get to know everybody. Sit back, let people be who they're gonna be. Just watch how everybody moves, and then you can pick out the litter.
So,
but I don't want to be.
So you're patient, like you said earlier.
Like I said, I'm patient, but I don't want to be just dipping my hand in there, get bit, dip my hand in there, get bit. I'd rather just wait it out, look in there clearly, reach in there, grab what I'm gonna get. Cool. Let me get out of here.
Hey, that just tells me it's better to be on Saturn, like SZA said.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. And for now, I guess I'm toxic. Sure, play with however many people I want to play with, but
yeah. See, like the only reason why I say like fuck her guy friends, right, straight up, is because of that shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, so I already know he waiting for that one moment where we have our little fallout. Man. He gonna snake his way in.
That's why it's rough for us out there.
You know what I mean? That's why it's like, damn, man.
That's
like,
me. Keep your girl close.
Sheesh, you lucky we brothers.
Toxic.
Yeah, you lucky.
I could never do y'all like that. But
if you was my girl's friend,
you could have cut this down 20 minutes ago. Toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna. Me personally, bro, and this is gonna sound crazy too. I like a girl with a boyfriend, just cause like that's solo competition, bro.
Bro,
when she's single, hell no. You competing with a whole ocean of niggas. But when it's just her and her boyfriend, the only person you got to be better than is that one motherfucker.
Bro, fuck that.
Yeah, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, bro.
You have to be the next one.
Bro, that karma.
But that's the thing. I'm not trying to come take her to like.
No, that's what it sounds like. You trying to fucking schmeagle your way in there like precious. Yeah. Like, nah, dog, come on, bro.
Never would I snake one of my homies. I won't even follow a homie's girl on Instagram.
It sounds like, I like this toy in this toy box. I'm done with it. Put it back in.
If I see a female, if I meet a female out and she's like, oh, I got a boyfriend, but she give me an IG or she give me a Snapchat or God forbid she gives me a phone number, that is that's already showing me that you don't want to, whatever you're into.
That's a red flag. That's showing she too accessible.
That doesn't mean I can't sleep with you.
What?
I'm not trying to take her from her boyfriend. I don't want to. You can't take somebody from there. Like y'all said, what goes around comes around. I know this. But like, I like to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you would be devastated if you found out right now, right? Your girl was like, we just sleeping together. I don't love him.
Duh.
So why would you be doing that shit is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, it's all fun and games. I'm single. It's
nah, that shit, boy.
It's just fun to, you know what I'm saying? Play with fire every now and again.
All right, man. Like Dolph said, run up on this fire and get burnt. Well, anyways, right? Hashtag he's toxic. But can y'all tell me?
Hashtag I'm fun.
What's a predicament, right? Y'all ever been in for a female that you ain't forget till this day? Like, till this day.
For a female?
What is a predicament you was put in for the sake of a female?
Give me a second.
All right, I'll tell y'all one, right? For example, I'll tell y'all this one, story time. Bro, I was dating this one Mexican chick, right? Guess how I met her?
To a friend?
No, I met her at HEB, right?
Okay.
I'm
Hallmark. Let's go.
Red flag one.
so I'm, bro. Not even. Check this out, right? I'm strolling through HEB.
Ice cream aisle?
Nah,
Oh,
I forgot what I was looking for. I know it was,
Like
They touched hands together when they went for the show.
bro. I'm walking through HEB, this and this, right? And I passed her, right? I was like, bro, she bad. But anyways, I kept going. I was like, bro, where's the whatever? So I'm going up and down, and then, bro, she hits me with the, hey, are you looking for me? And then, bro, for some reason, I said this. I was like, yeah, if your love doesn't expire.
Mm.
And then,
Wow.
bro, she saw this. She was like, wow, that's a good one. That's so clever. She was like, why? She was like, you said that so fast, like you was waiting to say it. And I was like, well, I'm glad I said it to you, this and this, right? So she was like, wow, you're funny, this and this. So we just exchanged numbers, you know what I mean? Went out a few times, you know, had a good time, right? Bro, so she was like, yeah, we having this barbecue at my house. This was like, you know, a couple months in. We having a barbecue at my house. So mind you, she Mexican, right? But it's like more like I thought she was white. But it wasn't until, you know, after a few days, it's like, oh, she Mexican. So like how Canelo is, he look white, but he Mexican type. So anyways, go to their house, right? Meet her family. Their parents love me, of course. Whose parents don't love me? You know what I mean?
Right.
So we go, she was like, yeah, everybody's kidding in the backyard. There's beers there, whatever. And you know what I mean? They're like, oh, you ain't had to, bro. I forgot what bakery I got these cupcakes that was well known at that time. So dropped a box of cupcakes and went to the backyard. She introduced me to her brothers and his friends. Bro, guess what I walked into? This shit felt like fucking training day with all the cholos. Bro, her brothers and her friends straight cholo, right?
They put you in the bathtub?
Nah, never. But I'll tell you what went down that night, right? So,
That little dog named Chico.
but they did have a fucking rock though.
Mm.
Anyways, bro, so we go to the backyard, right? We chilling and we just vibing this and this, right? Her brother introducing, you know how it is, like respectfully, you just work the room, dap everybody up. You know what I mean? So in my head, I was like, bro, they gonna get drunk and try to test me. You know what I mean? I already knew they was gonna try to check me. So mind you, she was like, come on, let's take a shot. And so we taking shots, and she was like, man, let's take shots, you know what I mean? And her parents loved me so much, they were like, hey, if you need to spend the night, hey, you welcome to spend the night. Like, y'all both grown type of, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. So I started slowing down because, like, bro, the vibe just started seeming off with her brother and their friends, you know what I mean? Bro came up and was like, man, where you from? This and this. Like, what hood you claiming, this and this? I was like, bro, I'm not with that no more, bro. I'm too grown for that now. You know what I mean? Even though it was just like, you know, mid-20s at that time, you know what I mean? So he was just like, oh, this thing. He's like, you ain't got to be scared. We just trying to say. He just asked, like, checking me, like, oh, man, you got heart homes, this and this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, man, like, I know this is your parents' spot. This is sister, one I really care for. So I'm all about respect. And but I'm not going to be intimidated out here. You know what I mean? So one of his homeboys had sense. I guess his homeboy been around more because he was like, hey, man, don't have him call the rest of the Usos. I know how they get down, this and this. So at that point, I was like, thank you. You know what I mean? So, bro, dude kept, like, he just kept, like, pressing the buttons. You know what I mean? Bro, so we just, like, and he's sitting down talking, right? So I'm like, where, like, Ruben's sitting that far. You know what I mean? This and this. And he stood up, so I stood up. You know what I mean? And his four homies stood up. And there was like, man, he was like, so you think you got that hard to take everyone here? I was like, hey, it's whatever, but y'all not gonna stomp me. I promise. Y'all not gonna pack me out. And then so he's like, what you wanna do? What you wanna do? Bro. So she over there in the middle, she yelling at her brothers, this and this, and like she getting watery eyed, like, you know what I mean? It's about to go down. So I'm holding her back. I was like, nah, fuck that. Let them do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Mind you, the adrenaline's pumping. I'm feeling like, man, I can't feel my arms. You know what I mean? You know how the adrenaline kicking in?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, I feel it in my stomach. I was like, bro, it's been a while since I done boogied. So it's like, fuck. So I'm thinking, I was like, bro, I'm gonna make sure I drop her brother, if anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody gotta fall.
I was just like, fuck him. So, bro, we going, and then fucking her auntie, mom, and dad come out, this and this, and tell them, like, you know what I mean? This and that. And And the dad was like, man, y'all ain't jumping nobody here, this and this. So I was like, okay. He's still finna let the fight go, you know what I mean? I was like, he ain't gonna squash it. He's sure. So, what's it called? So her brother's like, what you want to do, fool? What you want to do, fool? It's like, hey, line it up. What y'all want to do? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm ready to go. And I'm talking to Charles, like, don't use your mom and dad as an excuse, bro. Let's get down. Bro, my girl out there, well, she was pulling on me like, no, chill, this and this. I don't want you to get hurt. Fuck them. I was like, nah, it's about respect. You know what I mean? So, mind you, I'm just, bro, so much shit was going through my head. Like, damn, I'm just like out here lacking. Why'd I come by myself? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think because, like, dating her, me, and her parents, they didn't seem like it was like, they from that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, okay, y'all in a nice neighborhood. And then it's like, I felt like y'all white, but like, okay, y'all really Mexican, but I didn't know y'all was like fucking Cali Mexican type. So you know what I mean?
Bro,
so
probably wouldn't even have challenged you. If it was
so a lot of that was like throwing me off. I'm just like, bro, wow. You know what I mean? That wouldn't have changed nothing, but you can see like where I'm looking, the perspective of the whole perception of it. So anyways, long story short, the dad was like this and this. And then he's saying something to him in Spanish like this. So I'm assuming he's saying 1v1 it, you know what I mean? So he looks at me, he was like, hey man, you don't got to do this. But he was like, man, if you really want to fight, he was like, I'll let you fight my son one-on-one. It's going to be fair. You know what I mean? So he's like, it's up to you. And when he's like, if you want to leave with my daughter and y'all go somewhere, he's like, that's fine. Or, but he's like, man, it's going to be hard to chill if, they amped up and whatnot. He's like, I'll let you choose. I was like, no, we could run it. Bro, mind you, we square off, right? The dad grabs my girls, like takes her to the side, you know what I mean? And move everybody out the way. Bro, this dude, like, you know what I mean? The Dickie shorts, Nike Cortez, socks up to here.
One button right here.
Bro, just down in the tank top. Bro, dude dramatically rips the tank top off. And I was just like, all right, bro, all that show for no reason.
That's going to make a nice pillow.
So we go, right? Mind you, bro, I'm throwing, he throwing, bro, he tagging me up pretty good. I'm not going to lie. And I'm getting frustrated like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? So mind you, bro, he gone, we moving. And mind you, right, bro, but this where he fucked up. He came in rushing crazy, right? Bro, got him with the Hail Mary left hook, pow, dropped him. You know what I mean? And then, bro, at that time, I was just like, thank God. You know what I mean? That was really a Hail Mary left hook. You know what I mean? He was rushing pretty hard, so it just happened to throw that left, connect, boom. And if I'm gonna be honest right now, like, bro, I really wanted to be dirty and then like stomp dude. You know what I mean? Like that's how annoyed I was. You know what I mean? And the homeboys came in the middle. As soon as he dropped, I started walking away. The homeboys came to help him, and the pops came in the middle. It was like, are we good? We shook on it, and he yelling at him like, man, go ahead and get the fuck on inside type shit. And bro, the dad's looking at me, shakes my hand, gives me that wink, like, man, respect, this and that. So then it was just like me, her parents chilling, and they just apologized. Like, yeah, I don't know what they talking about how the son grew up. He just went out in the street, started doing whatever, you know what I mean? And that's not how they family. And I was like, there's no need to apologize, you know what I mean? I'm just glad everybody was good. And they were like, no, we just don't want. We know how everything is. Like, we know how. This is what they said. We know how y'all Polynesians are. We just don't want 80 of your cousins showing up to our house. And, I assured them, I was like, look, everything's good. You know what I mean? Simple scrap. It was fair. It was one-on-one. It was like,
friendly fade.
We're good. You know what I mean? So I'm only worried about y'all, how y'all are feeling. You know what I mean? I hope y'all didn't take no disrespect for me. And they're like, no, we appreciate it. You're a good kid, this and this. And when we're glad my daughter's dating someone like you. And but yeah, that was my wow. I can't believe she didn't put me in that predicament, but like no one here got me in that predicament.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, honestly, I feel like had it just been a brother, he probably wouldn't even approach you that way.
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
he probably just felt like he had to because his cousins or his
boys are probably
boys,
you expect him to do that,
right?
They're probably like, you let this dude come up in here with your sister,
exactly,
and your parents love you.
You got it all before you showed up. You gotta.
And he brought the cupcakes your mom loves.
Yeah.
Bro, handle that shit. I'm pretty sure that's how.
And he's Polynesian.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So I'm pretty sure that's how that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never gotten in a fight with nobody's like brother or sister.
Yeah. Honestly, that's crazy. I don't think
like that.
I don't think I have a predicament like that.
Weirdest predicament I've ever been in for a female was, I think it was the last time I got kicked out of a high school. There was a girl I went to high school with who wanted to go smoke a blunt at lunch. And we had off-campus lunch. Across the street from this high school in El Paso is everything. It's a whole bunch of restaurants and whatnot. So the bell rings, we link, we walk across the street to go smoke the blunt. We're standing there smoking whatever. Maybe like 20 minutes goes by. We get to the end of that blunt. And I see her start to walk up. She's standing in front of me. So we passing blunt back and forth. We chopping, doing whatever we doing. And I see her start to like walk away from me. Naturally, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, she's about to go get something to eat now. She just smoked. We had lunch. She's going to get food. I hear the bell ring. Where the fuck she going? So I turn around to go like right back to the school because school's like right over my left-hand shoulder. I turn around, immediately bump into somebody. The principal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, what you got? Takes it from me, drags me into his office. Basically, we're across the street. We're all the way across the street at a Wiener Schnitzel or an Arby's, some weird restaurant.
Not the Wiener Schnitzel.
You know what I'm saying? Like some weird restaurant, bro.
Not in your FUBU shorts.
No, this was in high school. So he drags me back into his office and he's like, so the one thing he didn't do, he didn't take the piece of the blunt that I had because I guess he couldn't take it onto campus.
Mm-hmm.
So he threw it on the ground. But he could check everything I had on me. He could check my locker. So he went through my backpack. He's like, you got anything else on you I need to know about? I had a hat on. He went through like the lining in my hat, see if I had anything in there. Didn't have nothing. Yeah. And then pretty much told me like, yeah, I can't really suspend you for nothing you were doing off campus, but don't let me catch you with nothing on campus. And I was already at that school from getting kicked out the other school for weed as well. So awkward predicament, sort of.
Man, this is
probably,
toxic, man.
Yeah, bro, you was toxic early on. Sheesh.
Man.
What about you, Woo?
Man, honestly, I've just been a gentleman. I don't think I have any toxic women stories like that.
And you know what? I can't even troll him.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can't even troll him. He always been the more chill out of everyone. Yeah. Him and Ryan.
You know they're the ugly ones.
Did you hear what he said?
Don't worry, the mic got it. You'll see it when the episode comes out.
But nah, hold on.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Hey, let's talk about.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I take that back. Bro. Okay, other than what I'm finna say, bro, you always been chill on some chill shit growing up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just like kept low key, kept to yourself, did your own thing. But when this dude got married, dude straight eloped. Bro, I'm talking about.
Laughing hard because they toxic. That's why they laughing. They hella toxic. That's why.
Hell no, bro. First of all,
Pops was sitting in the garage. All y'all heard with some cans coming down the street. Like, what the fuck is that? Ruben pulled up in a car with "Just Married" on the back.
Bro, he wasn't even here when it happened. Bro was out of state.
He came back married.
Exactly. Like he went to Vegas and got married by Elvis.
Yo,
bro, check this out.
Wait, because this is all new to me. Hold on.
Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. Pops, mind you, Pops just came back from a deployment in Afghanistan, right? And he texted me, "Hey, Rob."
So he's stateside,
bro.
Okay.
He was like, "Hey, Rob, it's an emergency. Call me back when you can." Right? So I'm over here in a freaking backhoe digging trenches and shit. You know what I mean? So, and then one of my boys on the crew, Lewis, shout out to Lewis, was like, "Hey, yo, big dog, hey, your phone going off." I was like, "Bro, can you pass it to me?" So he goes truck, grabs it, and I was like, "Yo, grab me a cigarette too." So I'm digging on the sticks, and then he comes by with the phone. I look and I see Pops' text. Pops was like, "Hey, Rob, it's an emergency. Call me when you can." So I was like, boom, shut down the machine. I was like, hey, Rob, let's take a break. So I called Pops. I was like, Dad, what's up? And he was like, bro, he was like, hey, just be supportive. And when your mom, she emotional right now, she upset, she really sad. And I was like, yo, what happened? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo.
Oh, so it's supposed to be a joyous event, and this is almost a call like as if you have died.
Bro, I thought Dad I thought Dad didn't hit me with the he divorced mom type shit. You know what I mean? So he was like, just be supportive. Your mom is sad, upset right now. She's very emotional. And I'm like, no way. I was like, bro, I'm too grown for this. We can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like something you hear when you're like 13, like your parents get divorced. Not at, how old was I at that time? 25? 24? You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm too grown for this.
I was like, nah, at 24, my parents finna divorce. You know what I mean? So he was like, man, your brother got married. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, that's it? He was like, yeah, man, don't give your brother a hard time. He was like, hey, he a grown ass man. He a grown ass man.
Full size of
he gonna do what he gotta do. I was like, man, I got work to do. That was it. He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm just giving you a heads up, kids. Like, when you see your mom, I don't know how she gonna be. She don't want to talk to nobody. She don't want to talk to me right now. She mad. She didn't care that your brother got married. She was like, she didn't care that your brother got married. She just wanted to be there at least. She don't care where the hell it was. A fucking courthouse, a fucking pond, a river. That's what Pops was saying. He was like, damn, they could have did it in the fucking backyard, but Mom just wanted to be there. I was like, oh, okay.
You still married?
Nope.
I was like, man, I'm following Pops. So I get it.
See what happens when your mom's not at the wedding? It don't work.
Sheesh.
It don't work.
Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, love you, Mom. That is some toxic shit.
Yeah.
It was not.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That was like.
How did you even elope? Where were you?
Like, my whole thing is like, now we know how you truly feel, because he could have hit us up, be like, hey, I'm finna get married. Just slide through this courthouse. I would have drove 14 hours from fucking.
Bro, I know they would have overnight
to Missouri
that same day to get there by the next day.
Facts. And mind you, it would have been like this, because it probably would have been like me scooping up rice, getting Ryan from Austin
yep.
on campus, like, bro, hop in. We got this wedding to make. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And, you know, mash the gas, get up there 14 hours, come back.
Facts.
Come back after their 5-minute ceremony. You know what I mean? But sheesh, bro, just went through and did it. Like, damn. No family involvement. Like, wow.
Showing up married is crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Like, bro, how did that even go? What'd you do? Like, it takes that, hey, I'm married? Like,
honestly, I can't remember.
What is the opening conversation? Like, you know what I mean? How do
you on one side, your wife on the other, and y'all holding the mirror?
No, they didn't get a text though. They didn't get a text though.
Send it to your mom.
No, I didn't text her. I made sure I had them both on the phone. That's all I remember. I don't remember how the conversation.
Hold them from the court.
Like, damn, like, you know, he
on this.
Like, damn, even as like the older bro, you could have been like, hey, dog, I think I'm finna get married.
That's what's kind of surprising, is that there was no like.
Yeah, you ain't hitting none of the bros up. You know what I mean? Just straight did it.
Again, at the time, we weren't like, you know what I'm saying? But this is, like I said, I never heard this story. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Like, damn.
All right, I guess we all have toxic night. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I think I'm doing the perfect one.
Pause.
You might be sitting up there at one. You out here beating up little brothers and
Hell nah.
Who do you have at one?
That was self-defense, low key.
Nah, bro, you could have went home.
Went home with my fucking tail tucked down legs? Nah, I couldn't. Why? Because they would have took it like this, right? Like, damn, they probably would have thought y'all some bitches too.
Who?
If I didn't want to be, if I didn't catch that, if I didn't do that fade, run that fade would do.
Yeah, well, what sucks is just what sucks about the whole situation. Just like he couldn't calm down to where he got embarrassed in front of his sister, his dad,
bro. And then his parents would have thought I was a hoe too. They'd be like, damn. They would have told their daughters, like, "Oh, you dating a little scary.
Yeah.
He big for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
He big for no reason.
I was like the biggest one at the party. So it's like, bro, it's like, damn, that's working against me. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, mind you, you know, I'm not a fighter type. You know what I mean? I'm just down for whatever. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. But I'm no fighter by nothing. You know what I mean? Just it's not my thing, bro. I just be chilling. I don't bother nobody. You know what I mean? But like I said, but how is that toxic? As far as like toxic, that's y'all too. That's y'all too for sure.
Sometimes y'all make me feel like I'm pretty bad, but
it's bad.
Like
It's bad.
I don't know.
It's bad because
it's hard to give a good reaction to what you told us.
Yeah, because you're my younger brother and you so toxic, right? Every time I run into something that's like similar, I'm like, hold up. I never been through this, but my brother has.
But I know somebody who has.
I'm gonna hit him.
See,
up.
and that's the best dynamic of the group is that we're all different. You know what I'm saying?
That Coco Jones DJ Suave remix, that double back, that's you.
I'm Mr. Double Back.
Yeah, that's you. Double back all day.
You can't call me and tell me you miss me and think that I'm not about to show up. You're crazy.
That's true. I mean, we all fall for that shit.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Call me Mr. Double Back.
Yeah. It's like damn.
Yeah, spinning the block is like it's like a fine line. Like, everything's kind of circumstantial, but spinning the block is kind of
yeah. What about you, Ruben? What's your perspective on everything? Everything love.
So we're talking about toxic relationships and everything like that. So what's your ideal hold it down like for love
like
type of woman?
Like what would you fight for? Okay.
What is your ideal woman that you will
number one, Proverbs 31 type of woman. Got it. Like nobody's gonna be perfect, right? But I'm saying Proverbs 31 is like the standard, hardworking, has that faith. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need nowadays, right?
Agree.
And then like, you know, just like women out here, like there's no good men left. Hey, we feel the same way. Ain't too many good women out here. You know what I mean? It's like y'all not wanting. See, because bro, I think the feminism movement, whatever it is, like kind of like fucked up a lot of shit. Like I get it, dude. I'm all for female empowerment, equal opportunity.
Right.
I'm all for that shit, right? But there's just certain things we got to keep in tradition. Not tradition, but in like a natural law of order, right?
I'll take out the trash. You'll do the dishes.
Like that's that
thing.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's not. But you know, gender roles is more than like. I get it. It's more like let the men lead and you be supportive, because it's like this. You can't just lead. You can't lead by default. He got to lead by default, and wherever he's lacking, that's where the female comes in and supports. Like, nah, babe, hey, you got to work on this, this, and this. That's where you come in, and then get him to where he got to go. You know what I mean? Because in a way, like, yes, like you're helping him build. You'll always get that credit for helping building a man, right? Outside from his parents and his upbringing, you're the lady in your life that's with you, that's like supportive. She'll always have that credit for helping building the man that you are, right? Because you're never perfect. You never stop learning things, so she'll always get that credit. But you gotta let me take the first steps. You know what I mean? And then I'm hoping that you're following right beside me. You see what I mean? Like, you know, everybody says ride or die, but it's like, that's true. It's very true. It's so cliche, ride or die, but the impact of hearing ride or die, that's got to mean something. Like, you know what I mean? Can you match your energy? It don't always got to be like, you know, I know a lot of females, right, that will always be like, I just don't got enough. They thinking about money.
Yeah.
I don't need your money to come back to me for what I'm putting in. I need you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to know that, like, I need her to know, hey, I got you. I don't say that too often to everybody out here. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I do got you and I'm looking out for ways, because one, you always got to respect someone's effort towards you, right? Because it's like, you don't know what they're going through, right? Like, for example, for myself, right? It's like, okay, yeah, you help people out. Yeah, whatever, right? I don't care about, that's not what I'm trying to highlight. What I'm trying to highlight is like, bro, there are times like what we heard in that song earlier, like, man, I don't got it, but I got you, right? I'm gonna make it happen for you. That's one thing people don't see, because it's like that part of me, I don't wear on my sleeve. I just kind of take it in like, all right, hold on, man. Let me do some thinking. What do I got to shift around? Because either way, if I don't got it, that means I got to something's gonna. I got to give on something, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to hold off on this, and this, and make it happen for such and such, and then I'm gonna have to come double back, double back, and then catch up on this. That's just how it goes. So, that's the thing about, like I said, a lot of females I know are so caught up in like materialistic shit. And mind you, there was a time in my life I was caught up on the same shit too. But then it's like when you finally get what you wanted, right? Let's say it's like, man, I always wanted these clothes growing up. And then like, you start doing better, then you buy them clothes like,
now what?
yeah, exactly. It's
Wear
just
it
like,
once, wash it once.
yeah, now it's just like stuck in a laundry basket. You wore it once.
I spent the whole check to wear it at one night, and now
now it's like it wasn't fulfilling. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if it's a thing like when you get, I don't want to say get older, but when you get wiser, like you find out what really matters is genuine connections. It's all about connections with people. That's what I cherish most till this day. Is whatnot. It's like that bond you have with people. So I guess, that's one of those things that when he was asking, like, what do you look for in a woman? You know what I mean? Just, hey, it's too easy. You know what I mean? Because it's like, one, at the same time, I can't overthink or I can't have frustrations where it's like, damn, why do you feel like you're not deserving? Why do you feel like you're not worth it because you do this and I do this for a living? You know what I mean? Fuck all that. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those, like, I don't know how to say in so many words. It's like, yo, it's who you are, not what you do. And when I know I mentioned it on a different episode on the podcast, but bro, it's still to this day, it's who you are, not what you do and whatnot. There's no need to overcompensate for whatever. Like, I don't care about statuses. I care about like what you say and how you act on what you say. That's all that matters to me, because that shows me it's like, okay, they move how they say, how they speak. You know what I mean? So
your job doesn't define you.
Exactly.
That's just what I do to make a living.
And it's like, but like I said, the frustrations, overthinkings on their delay on processing that comes from like, could be their past relationships. Maybe they had like some fuckboys that weren't leaders, didn't know how to lead for shit, and were like basically some tricks. They just did the flashy shit, but then they couldn't live up to that. You know what I mean? That's a trick. You know what I mean?
Facts.
My whole thing is, if I'm coming at you to date, then that means like I already planned for like, if it goes like the long way, I can manage that. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna press you and I can't afford it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And one, even though most guys take pride on, oh, she paying for this, she paying for that. It's like, that's gonna hurt my ego as a man.
Yeah.
That just means like you're just not capable of standing on your own. You see what I mean? So, some people will flip it and just be like, oh yeah, bro, I'm just out here. I'm a pimp. Like, all right.
No, I feel like men and women, we're so different. Like as men, we're willing to take like 90%, like 90% of what we want. If we see it in a female, we'll accept her. But with females, it's a little different. They'll see 90% of what they want in us and see the other 10% of what they want in somebody else and go to the 10.
And be tempted by the 10%.
Especially if the 10% is something materialistic. Money, nice car, nice house, whatever it is, she's going to attract to the 10%. And that's just women from our generation. Like that's unfortunately the litter we've been left to pick from.
And it's wrong. They're still suffering.
Yeah.
Still depressing,
That's why ideally, like if I had to pick my ideal woman, first she'd be family oriented, because I would want her to understand completely that, you know what I'm saying, that'd be my goal getting into whatever this is to build from here. And when you're family oriented, you already understand that it's going to be a building process. It's not going to be short. But also you have an understanding of how to hold down a household a little bit more, keep clean. If the time comes and we, God willingly, we have some kids or something, she understands that if I want her to, be a stay-at-home mom for a little bit, she can do that. And if I don't want her to, then she understands it as well. You know what I'm saying? I just need somebody who's completely gets all understandings of a family, like how it works.
Mhm.
Bro, it's like you got to be a team.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's like this, like most guys will be like, bro, I'm out here working. She at home all day with the kids. Shit needs to be cleaned up, this and this or whatever. But my whole thing, what I use an example is it was Pops. Think about it. All them years being in the Army, right? Like moms was watching us. Well, Pops was, on the G.I. Joe shit in the Army. You know what I mean? He would come back from the field, still do things around the house, give mom a break. You know what I mean? He'd take us to the beach. You know what I mean? He'd take us to play football, basketball at the park. You know what I mean? He'd take us out, help clean up around the house and cook.
He understood she had a job too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's one of those, y'all gotta work, you gotta work together, you know what I mean? So it's like, if I don't see that, like, you're not willing to work together, it's just like, then it's like, then you gotta question, like, how was you brought up?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's so simple, you know what I mean? It's like, come on now, like, think about it. Obviously, like, let's say you locked in with somebody and it's like, y'all been dating for a while. Ultimately, unless y'all just out here fucking playing around, then it ain't gonna go nowhere. But if you're not playing around and it's true intentions, like with this love shit, then it's like, okay, of course it's gonna lead to maybe having kids or marriage, starting a family. Like, hey man, all that shit come with it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be them days where it's like you're gonna feel hectic, like you feeling overwhelmed. My whole thing is just like, if I'm willing to handle that pressure, she gotta be willing to handle that pressure.
Right.
But it's like, don't feel like, see, because here's one thing I see common, right, from family members, friends, and just like out here in the world in general, right? Females always feel like, see, but he gets to go out and about. He's gone all day. It's like, he at work.
He don't want to go there.
Like, you know what I mean?
He don't want to wake up every day.
It sucks because the way they see it is like you get to leave the house.
Like your escape.
And the way we see it is, well, you get to stay home.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You get to stay here all day. You think I want to be out here making enough money just to pay all these bills?
But you know what I mean? It's one of those things too. Then you got to understand your partner too. Like, okay, she not used to being like a stay-at-home mom with the kids, but of course, like the teamwork comes in. Like, hey, go ahead, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go do some shopping, whatever you need. You know what I mean? That's one of the things I think some fellas out there like fail to account for. Like, bro, you're gonna have to. It sucks, but you're gonna have to slide some of that money to the side for her to kind of pamper herself. You know what I mean? Because you got the kids, but then also you got to find ways like you pour into everybody within the family. You know what I mean? That's just that's just how it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Bro, for an example, bro, like a lot of guys who've been married, right? They always trying to give me advice, and I just tell them from what I see, and a lot of it is like they feel like they not getting enough attention from their wives. All the attention goes to the children, this and that, or vice versa. So it's like, bro, that's where you got to find that balance. You know what I mean? First, it's like, okay, let her feel like, okay, she gonna get up out the house, go do whatever, shop by herself. You know what I mean? Well, you hold down with the kids and do whatever, and he's gonna clean around the house. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I would say, okay, hey, as a family, we're going here this weekend.
Exactly.
We're gonna do this.
Right.
And then like, there's always something. My whole thing is like, I just hate seeing people like give up. I hate seeing couples that I know just like give up. Bro, that's so trash to me because it's like, bro, y'all know the struggles of our parents growing up. You know what I mean? It's like, we seen that shit. You know what I mean?
We seen the fight for love.
Bro, we seen the fights, the fucking furniture throwing, dishes breaking,
doors slamming.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we seen all that shit. Eating fucking Spam and ramen noodles, like hot dogs and rice.
Man,
come on now, like, bro, we know the struggle. And then at the end of the day, what did we do? We prayed, we stayed together, and we just kept working hard.
Next morning,
and the relationship grew. The relationship grew stronger.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's like, bro, when people be like so quick to give up, it's like, bro, where's all that faith y'all be doing when y'all be praying? You know what I mean? Where's that action to it? That's what gets me. Like, That's
where's the work?
exactly,
Where's the
man.
work?
Faith. It just be faith without works out here, bro.
I
But-
get it. It's hard to like manage any relationship these days, making X amount of money. But unfortunately for you, if you have made the decision to be married right now, like you said, you got to find that balance. If you can't find the time to bring, bro, you can stop on your way home from work, pick up some flowers, and take them home.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Bro,
You can
they
do
got.
it. It's not that hard. It's
You can
not
pick
too
up some
much time out your
cigarettes.
day.
You can
If
pick
you
up
can
some
stop and pick up exactly.
cigarettes, a drink.
Or you could
Even if you
monster.
stop at 7-Eleven
pick
and
your girl
put
up some
together a
flowers.
collective of stuff
Bro.
that she enjoys, bro, take her something to look forward to that she's not expecting.
Yeah.
You can even get that shit fucking delivered nowadays.
I'm saying
You can DoorDash your fucking Starbucks.
Exactly.
you can impress
It's so
your
easy
girl
nowadays.
Yeah.
for under
right.
$40. I promise you. Throw a movie
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime, bring her home some popcorn and some flowers, and you know what I'm saying. Set up a little
Bro.
thing.
Exactly.
Put them kids to bed and put something on the TV.
Exactly.
It's really not that.
Bro,
that
yeah,
hard.
it's easy. It's why it's all about effort. Dog.
Effort,
That's
bro.
all it takes. is
I
some
get it.
effort.
I get it. Work was long. Work was
Yeah.
tiring. Work was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
You made the decision to love this other person.
Yep.
So therefore, if she is starting to become unfulfilled, you need to play your role,
Yeah.
brother. That's what
Yeah,
you
exactly.
there
Shout out to the
for.
mothers. Shout out to the mothers.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms.
Yeah,
out
Because
shout out
there.
to the moms
think about
out
it, you
there,
gotta people overlook how hard it is to raise kids.
Facts.
Yeah.
You gotta wake them up, get them on a schedule, go to school, dress them, their health,
Yeah.
all that. Dude,
Do their homework.
that's a
And
real full-time job.
And we're saying
You know?
how hard this is, and we don't even have any kids.
No,
Yeah.
we just seen
we
the struggle.
know. We
We seen the
That's what I'm saying,
struggle,
like, we
you know?
know. We get it.
Yeah.
We're not saying that it's easy by any means. No, we get it. It's hard to have kids. I was a difficult kid, so I get it. But you can make time to make your woman, your wife, your lady, whatever you want to call her, you can make her feel appreciated for whatever it is she's doing, whether it's
Yeah.
just cleaning, whether it's just taking care of kids,
Mhm.
or just sitting at home, bro. Like,
Bro, and you know how we know all this not only from us growing up, right? But I'm gonna say this, right? Everybody in the family gonna get mad, but I'm the favorite nephew. So at every barbecue, the old heads, you know, when just think about it, I come through, I get them their case of beer, they cigarettes. They're like, "Hey nephew, sit down and have one with your uncles." You know what I mean? So what I do, and one thing they always talk about is like marriage, how to keep the wife happy, the family happy,
Keep the kids
so,
in school.
So you soak all that in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really no different from how we was brought up with our parents, you know what I mean? So it's like that's a knowledge base. And then honestly, like at this point in time, why I didn't settle to get married at this point in time, because it's like that wasn't seen, you know what I mean? I mean, there's someone with now, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of potential there, you know what I mean? It's just she working on like she new career type shit. So, you know what I mean? I got to learn how to be patient and let that go. Not let her go, but, you know, let her get that situated, you know what I mean? Then it's like, get back on track. So, but, you know, as far as the family dynamic, it's like, bro, it's easy, you know what I mean? Because think about it. People don't, well, I think it's easier for us because of like the cultural dynamic, right? In our culture, we come up to serve. You know what I mean? The first thing you do is serve family, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's one thing you know. And then, of course, like when you grow up to understand who God is, then you're serving God at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, therefore, it's like when you take on that role, like head of household, like you the pappy now. It's like, bro, you know, like, okay. Hey man, I got what did dad used to say? I got to drive this bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bus is
You know what I mean?
moving.
Yeah, the
Get on
bus
the
is
bus.
rolling. Don't miss the bus.
Mhm.
don't miss the bus.
So, you know, that's one of the things, like, to answer your question, even that's what would be perfect in a woman, you know what I mean? Like that's what would make her just be a team player, you know what I mean? Just be willing to put in the same effort, you know what I mean? There are times where it's like, and I'm not saying the female has to put in like max effort every time. Do what you can.
Mhm.
Just give me the effort, right? Because think about it. It's like, what's a good analogy? Okay, let's say I'm in the gym, right? Okay, your 40% is really your 100% for the day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Let's say I'm going
all
in,
I had left.
right. That's what you got to, you know what I mean,
give
to
the
put
gym.
out.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's really your 100%.
Right.
So that's why it's like, you know, you just got to put in the effort you can. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? It's about the level of intensity, you know? So
It's about the sacrifice.
Right.
Because if you think about it, like that's what the whole dynamic of love is sacrifice. You know, Jesus Christ sacrificed, he died to all that because love, right? Same thing if y'all would have driving down the street, you broke down 2 a.m. Of course I'm tired as hell. Gotta go pick your dumb ass up, you know what I mean? That's sacrifice, that's love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you go out your way for something. So for me, if she goes out her way, like take that extra effort, like you said, cover my six, sacrifice her time for me, you know what I mean? Things like that. To me, that's what it's about.
Yeah, like my girl, right? I remember she used to get upset where it's like, I made a TikTok, right? It was about like, one of them was about Harkin. That double back video I did, like, the homie hit the group chat going back to the ex because he misses the breadcrumbing, love bombing, and bare minimum, right?
Mm-hmm.
She got sensitive and was like, that was so offensive to me because bare minimum, I'm trying this and this. And I was like, that wasn't even about you. Like the whole thing was about him running back to somebody toxic.
But if the shoe fits.
You know what I mean? Nah, not even that. It's more like, bro, but it's like this. We talk about effort, right? Okay, she was swing through it. Hey, I got you coffee this morning. I brought you lunch or I brought you breakfast. Of course I appreciate that. I cherish that till this day too. You know what I mean? Because, she just working this and this and trying to get situated. So I don't expect much. You know what I mean? I just expect like, okay, oh, you putting effort. I appreciate that. I know you really trying, It's not about like me doing more for you. You know what I mean? It's like we both doing for each other. That's right. What matters to me. You know what I mean? Fuck how much I put in. Mm-hmm. It's like, I know you putting in what you can into this relationship. So it's like, I respect it because it's always going to get better. No one stays where they at unless they want to stay there. Thanks. You know what I mean? So everything takes time. Like, people would be so quick to, I don't feel like it's being reciprocated. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, are you paying attention to the fine details, the fine print in this whole thing? You know what I mean? The minor details of like someone's actually trying, you know what I mean? So right. It's all about like communication, dog. But that ride or die is something real. Like, I feel like that's what I need at this point in time, bro. Bro, the world is getting colder. Time is going by faster. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Days are shorter.
Everybody wants a ride or die now, Rob.
Bro.
One in a million, brother.
Ride or dies are like a rare breed.
Yeah, you will rarely come across them. Bro, even as men in general, I still feel like in no world will we ever find a female where you could be like comfortable enough to really like sit back and express how you feel, or maybe even shed a tear. Married 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't see it. And that's just me personally, you know what I'm saying? But ride or die, you can shed a tear with that one. But I'll never find her.
Like, I don't know, man. I never looked at anyone I dated like for me to vent to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I always look at it like
to enjoy life.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like all right, man, we just stepping in life and it's like supportive of each other, you know what I mean?
But we're gonna pretend like life is just gonna be sunshine and rainbows the whole way through?
No, of course not.
But it's definitely how you approach it and you take it on.
Yeah, because my whole thing is like, bro, I'm not used to sitting down like and like being openly vulnerable like that and take away. Like, I don't want that to feel like that takes me away from like. This like, to me, there's like a fine line. Like, bro, don't lose your masculinity like on some fucking because you want to cry like a little bitch.
Fact, but the smallest complaint these days is like that to women. The smallest little, even coming home sometimes and being like, damn, I'm tired. They don't like that. I seen somebody on the internet the other day. It's a game they was playing. You walk into a room, all these girls are holding balloons, and they pop the balloon if they're not attracted to you. This dude walks in, they immediately all pop their balloon.
Yeah, I see that shit. Girl,
they say, why'd you pop your balloon? She's gonna say, it's the glasses.
Yeah.
Bro not allowed to see now? Like, he not allowed to walk around and see the world like everybody else?
I seen one of his females like, he got a wrinkle in his jacket. What in the fuck?
Yeah, that's like crazy.
Like, bro,
And bro was pretty fly. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
it's
always
like,
gonna shoot props, bro. He was pretty fresh with the suit. She was like, "There's like a little wrinkle by his pocket." I'm like,
if
"What?"
something that small is unattractive
Yeah.
to the females that we have to pick from these days, I could only imagine coming home and being like, I'm tired, or coming home and having one small complaint in front of her. She's gonna find it to be the most unattractive thing she's ever seen.
Bro, there's this Christian R&B singer, right? I think how you say his name's Uninvited, but I think the song was called like Strawberry Worship or something like that.
Mhm.
But he said this. He said in his verse, he's like, "I'm gonna give this love to God." You know what I mean? And that makes sense because you know what I mean. It's one of those things, bro. Everything to me is got to be. It's got to be that divine blessing from God. Because right now, like to me, like the enemy is moving so tricky than ever before.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't even tell the difference. You can't even tell salt from sugar nowadays.
And that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, bro, sometimes like
That was a bar.
like when you're going through it, it's like, man, like I don't want to be confused. You know what I mean? Like honestly, on some real shit, like I remember it was a shout out to Harkin again, shout out to Randall, right? We was doing our morning stop at QT, you know what I mean? Everybody grabbing breakfast and power up drinks, you know what I mean? And they over here like, bro, chill, just trust the process. I know where you're going through. You know, they older than me, you know what I mean? So, and then I was telling them, it's like, nah, but real talk is like, I figured it out last night before I went to bed. I was like, dude, I don't want to feel needed. Well, it's okay to feel needed, but I'd rather be wanted.
Facts.
Than needed, more than needed.
Right.
It's like, want me, and then it's okay, I know you'll need me like during the process. But you can't need me off the back. You gotta say you want me first.
That's how I feel. That's the whole pick me process for me. It's like I said, I don't want to be no pick me type of nigga, and I'm not. But it's more so like you're not picking me. You wanted me. You know what I'm saying? Like you had other options out here, but you wanted me. And like I said, sometimes it sucks because you really got like sometimes you'll watch her pick somebody else because you haven't said that, you know what I'm saying, what it is. But that's just to go back to what we was talking about earlier. You know, that's where I be saying it. I'm not here like a pick me. It's more like, oh, she wanted me.
Bro, it's rough out here, dog. It really is.
Yeah, there's a, and the crazy part is, bro, we're saying it's rough out here, and it's probably not. We've only maybe seen 0.001% of the women in the world, and probably talk to even smaller percentage. So you know what I'm saying? It could be more out here, but the general consensus of us, we're not saying that y'all are all the same. We're just saying that we've seen the same pattern in most of y'all, and it's ugly. It's not.
I do believe it. Y'all have your ride or die out there. I do believe that.
Right, like I said, and there's a chance she's out there, and we just never talked to her.
Yeah, I hope who I'm with right now is ride or die.
But as it currently stands right now, the way it looks is the only ride or die men have in their corners for real is their mama. That's it. That's the person who you can complain to and she know exactly who you are.
Yeah, my advice for you, if you're trying to get that ride or die, man, just you don't know who she is. Just pray for her. Be like, God, you know, you never know what season she's in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
maybe she's trying to get to you. You trying to get to her, but the enemies in between don't want that. Because think about God created marriage. That's a divine
you think
thing.
It's a situation? Was it Daniel who was praying and fasting? Then Michael had to fight the Prince of Persia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. When it took them days to get down there, you know. Yeah, because there's forces that we can't see, but we know it's there.
Yeah,
so like pray for her. It's
always spiritual.
Pray for him. Pray for her. You know, be like, hopefully they're doing well in their time right now. You know what I mean? Hopefully they're walking with
Bryson Tiller said it.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord,
because like
save before him.
Like, Lord, clear all that stuff that's in our past so we can just meet.
Yeah, God.
You know what I mean?
To this day, y'all think y'all have ever met the female you're supposed to be with, and it was just wrong season for both of y'all? Because, like I said, don't get me wrong, we've talked to a small percentage of women out here. You know what I'm saying? The odds that we've bumped into our so-called soulmate is...
Well, see, y'all only met who I'm dealing with now, slightly. You know what I mean? But I never brought around who I was messing with back in the day.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
But the difference is like, okay, if there's a checklist, is like, yeah, the ones back in the day, check, 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 right? Who I'm dealing with now, yeah, there's check marks and whatnot. But it was like there was other things that she grew up with that I was never like I was like aware of and like in other ways from different people, but then that like date somebody with what's going on. You know what I mean? So I never thought I'd be dealing with something very fragile right now, but it's like real talk. Like when we together, there's a calm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And she's still trying to sort out like what she got to go on. You know what I mean? She was in like some fucked up relationships before, and honestly, like that shit would frustrate me because it's like. And then there was a time where it's like, yo, I feel like you projecting that shit on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not like these other fuck boys that did you dirty. You know what I mean? I'm only showing you love like that I could mimic what was shown to me. You know what I mean? So some people never felt that way before and they don't know how to process that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be times where it's like, I feel like communication will be inconsistent. Like, yo, hey, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
This is good for you though, because this is helping you build a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? You're learning to be patient with the person you've chosen to kind of interact with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this, you know what I'm saying, while I know it's annoying and it's frustrating and all that, just watch how much more patient you are after this with either with her continuously or with whoever the next person is going to be. Watch how much more patient you're willing to be with that person.
It's just one of those things. It's like simple to me, right? Like I'll always respect somebody's space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but it's just like, man, do right by me, like I'm doing right by you,
That's a fact.
like straight up,
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I mean. And that's all I really be hoping for. Like if we really rocking, then count. I'm not gonna let you fall. You know what I mean? I don't know about these other motherfuckers before me that was like fucking with your head, but that's not me. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's one of those, bro. I really feel like it's not only karma or whatever, but it's like, bro, I can't move in a way that's like, bro, I know I got to answer to God for this.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those like, you got to let me in,
Mm-hmm.
or this is just gonna be like a rubber band stretcher, then it's gonna snap. You know what I mean? So it's like. I don't know, man. Like I said, that's that part where it's like when I heard that song, it's like, look, man, I got to get this love and leave it in God's hands and whatnot. A part of like the human side of you would be like,
The human side of you responds to that I miss you text.
yeah, I need you to cling on to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That flesh.
Give me that reassurance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me know it's like this for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't just tell me and whatnot. So it's like, that's something different from like shit in the past. You know what I mean? I think shit in the past, like I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have worked out. Like I don't be stuck on the shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like with this right now, bro, it's like sheesh. You know what I mean?
Keep in mind on this reassurance.
But then it was like there was no. Before everything else, like, consistent communication, they were clinging on everything I liked. But it was just like that feeling of like that calm, peaceful, like wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like my mind was always like, you know what I mean? So
reassurance is also something that men, we're never really going to get in a relationship that often. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's going to be happy and excited for things. She's always going to say thank you for things, but like,
bro,
that
because
genuine reassurance that we give, we genuinely feel we rarely feel it back, and it's not nothing that she's doing wrong. It's just something that we can't really find. I think
because it's the thing with because men, right? As men, is that bro, we tired of competition.
Facts,
right? You already got to compete and like.
I'm competing at work. I'm competing in life,
job, life, all that extra. It's always like you know what I mean. And most of the time, you tired of competing with yourself.
Facts,
right?
You mean, let alone like you got to compete against like somebody else trying to win you over. It's like, come on now, you know what I mean? It's like straight up, right? If one of the boys, his wife told me, he's like, when I was just like, y'all know how I troll and talk that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, to compete with somebody else, it's like, look, straight up, I'll fuck buddy up. You know what I mean? One, I love harder than Buddy. You know what I mean? Two, I know I'm more in tune with our Savior than he is. You know what I mean?
Facts.
One, he don't give a fuck about praying for you when y'all have a fallout. So, you know what I mean? So let's say, like me and my shorty, we fall out, right? My feelings not gonna change. Yeah, you still gonna feel the emotions of being upset, but your feelings, there's no love lost.
Right.
So I'm always gonna pray for their well being, like. You know what I mean? God, let him sort that out, and then like help me sort out what I did, and you know what I mean? This and this.
Logical creature.
So it's just like, are you getting that from another fuckboy that's trying to compete? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or are you gonna come in with somebody who's solid and is really about it? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I feel like that be frustrating, bro. They fall for tricks. You know what I mean? I'm not with the. I'm no trick. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like I just got to be me. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just like the rest of the boys and the brothers and the rest of the family. Hey, ride with me, and I'm gonna give you everything I got till the day I drop. You know what I mean? That's it. It's too easy. We're gonna figure it out. But if you feeling like something else, like you know what I mean, ringing bells over here, then it's like, hey,
if you still feel like you need to be out here experimenting, you just stay away.
Yeah. Go on to the other fake shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, I feel that. Like you said, I feel like people definitely fall for, like what they see in their face, not knowing that there's another foot to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This person, yeah, they cool and yeah, they got a lot of money, but man, oh man, when that door shuts, he is in here either keeping you emotionally unstable or, you know, being emotionally abusive or physically abusive, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? That other foot always is going to drop.
Bro, that's facts. Check this out, right? How much time we got left?
Oh, we're about
Hour and a half in.
All right. We'll finish on this last one. So like what do y'all think about like different cultures like dating each other?
Like interracial dating?
Yeah.
I think it depends.
It's rough because we're Samoan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, there's just the cultural difference can be a thing, you know? And how cultures go about religion also is a thing too. You know what I mean?
But also, like, some of our cultural upbringing is like also just like household basics, like how to act as a human being. You know what I'm saying?
How to take care of family,
Right. Well, also just how to take not only family, but like yourself.
your guests.
You know what I'm saying? Your guests, everyone around you, like whatever it is. So, like, I feel like you can, yeah, most cultures there's a lot of cultures out there that are like Samoans where they also are the same way, servant, you know, very strict and in order and put together. But also I feel like there's cultures that aren't that way, but then you meet women that are still, or women or men, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, they still fall under the same lifestyle we do, you know, serving, giving, nice, cool. So I wouldn't say interracial dating for me personally, and I've dated a whole bunch of ethnicities, talked to a whole bunch of ethnicities. The one thing that's always remained consistent is that most of them, like 90% of them, are not like Samoans. No, no one's.
I mean, it doesn't feel any different because all three of us we mixed.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Also, like,
you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like this, right? Because I get that question all the time about like, what if a Samoan was dating a non-Samoan? It's like, bro, check this out, right? To simplify it, hey, okay, check this out. I'm gonna teach you how we love in our culture. You teach me how you love in your culture.
right.
If love is universal, then okay, share how y'all love, and I'll share how we love.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it.
You just gotta be cultured,
right?
Because we from us three, we come from a cultural side, you know, Samoan and
like either way, the respect is there. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
And if you're a cultural person, you're gonna understand that respect, you know, for your parents, for you know.
My personal experience with the, you know, interracial dating that I've seen is all of us, my whole family, everyone after my grandparents is half Samoan and half black. None of us are full Samoan again, other than my parents, like my dad, my uncles, they're all full Samoan. So I've seen it, like how we kind of can bring together cultures, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying, African Americans and Samoans, and it matches pretty similarly. But then I've also been in other households where it's a Samoan dude and a white woman, or a Samoan dude and a Hispanic woman, and some of them have worked and some of them haven't. And like you said, it all comes down to like what I think is the cultural differences. You know, as Samoan men, we expect women to kind of act a certain way and appeal a certain way, just to be sure that when we take her home to mom, she's, you know, able to perform the way she needs to, I guess. But other cultures, that's one of the things they don't really have to worry about, I guess, sometimes. Like, it's not really a thing for them.
So I guess it depends.
Yeah, it just
depends.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
because you can meet a very seasoned white woman, and you can meet a very unseasoned Hispanic woman, or
and I guess it's easy for us to be
woman.
able to do that because of how we're mixed.
Yeah.
So we kind of
also it comes down
understand
to, like,
all sides.
Bro, we're from KILLEEN, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of the females in KILLEEN are gonna be cultured, white, black, Hispanic.
Yeah.
Like 90%
military
of them
families.
Military families. They're all gonna feel cultured because of that structure. So it's kind of hard to call.
I've seen it work. You know, I've seen some.
Yeah, I mean, I've been I've been to Vegas. I've been to El Paso. I've been almost everywhere. Even in El Paso, the women in El Paso, I will say, come close. They cut it very close. Like, they're also very family oriented and things like that. But the one problem that most of them have, men and women, is like these cultures be so strict that once we get out the house, we're kind of like, wow, like we're just outside, unbelievably,
just out here.
Yeah, and then you end up number 5 or 6 on the toxic list.
Well, yeah, bro, we'll end it there. But what's y'all song? What's y'all vibe for the week? Or what y'all been on lately? What's that one song y'all been on lately?
Man, something that
I don't know. For me, it's been At Your Best, Aaliyah.
Yeah,
I've just been to slow jams lately,
bro. I said that
like it's just slow
that was on my top
man.
5 a few episodes ago. Yeah. But what about you, Zay?
Man, right now I say for sure. As far as slow jams go, got a lot of Usher on repeat. Just because the Super Bowl, heard him, saw the Super Bowl performance. Got a lot of Usher on repeat. Man, Drake is always on repeat. Rod Wave is always in there.
Bro, give us a song, bro.
Man, specifically lately,
probably like Spotify. Toxic by Britney Spears.
I'm gonna give him Luke Combs' Dive. Bro, listen,
that's a banger.
Yeah, listen to Sheesh.
That's not even his song. That's a cover.
That's not his song?
It's Ed Sheeran's song. He covered it.
I think he did it better than Ed Sheeran.
No, he slid on it for sure. Yeah.
I thought you was finna hit us with the Sam Smith Latch.
No. See, I had to stop. Like, I've been listening to a lot of R&B just because where my head's been. But
what was the last?
It don't have to be R&B.
Yeah, what's the last song? What's the last song you're vibing to?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, then shout out to TZ, because TZ done put me on a lot of music lately. So there's this new rapper out right now. His name is V's. He got a song out called Low Dog. That song, insane. But yeah, shout out my boy TZ. Put me onto that.
Bet. All right, check this out. That's the end of it. You've been cruising with the crew. You can find me at Big Dog, the Poly Prince. You already know, also known as Wapi Chulo. And then go ahead, Zay, close out and let them know.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at thatwayzay, 2 underscores at the end. I got Snapchat. Find me on Snapchat, same handle at thatwayzay, 2 underscores. Yeah.
My name is Ruben. I don't really do social media much, but I'll leave you off with this. You know, just make sure you pray for your love, fight for your love, and make sure love stays there.
Yeah.
Great work. Good fucking work. I got a piss, boy.